All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to the No Quit Podcast. Today I'm here with Jonathan. Jonathan is also a host of a podcast that discusses UFC fights and discusses UFC fighters. You know, it's exciting to have you, man. I appreciate you being here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Jonathan, tell us a little bit about your martial arts background, man.
Yeah, so I trained at Siege MMA for about 4.5 years, maybe closer to 5. When I worked from home and sitting down on the couch 8 hours a day. And I remember I was talking to my manager about it. I was like, hey, this can't be healthy. I was like, I'm sitting here. She's like, oh yeah, I knew someone that had a heart attack. Or she was like, 2 people had a heart attack. And I was like, all right, yeah, no. I have to, I was like, I have to get up some way, somehow. And I remember my buddy Angel told me about how he trained at Siege MMA. And I trained MMA when I was younger, from I want to say when I was 10 to 12. And it's weird, most people start off with jiu-jitsu or boxing and then lead into MMA. I started out with MMA. I don't remember strictly doing one. It was a complete MMA class. And so that's how I was oh, I like this way better than I mean, now that I'm older, we section it off. But I remember going to Siege MMA, and dude, it's such a humbling experience. Dude, you're way out of shape than you really think you are. The warm up got me tired before the actual sparring. Dude, I wanted to puke. I was dude, I was about to pass out, and then I was this is where I need to be. Especially because martial arts in general, whether it's jiu-jitsu, Muay Thai, MMA, boxing, combat sports is the only sport I care about. Golf, soccer, football, all that could end tomorrow, and I would sleep perfectly fine. I'm not tripping.
Yeah, man, it became an obsession for you.
Oh, 110%. I've been, dude, yeah. I'll never forget, did you watch WWE as a kid?
Yeah, man.
Okay,
yeah.
I did too, and I loved it, man.
Yeah.
And one day I'm watching Rey Mysterio hit the 619. My dad walks into my room, and he was like, why are you watching this fake fighting? And I was like, fake fighting? I was like, this isn't fake. I was like, this is real. What are you talking about? He goes, come downstairs. I'm going to show you some real fighting. Damn. Dude, all I see is BJ Penn beating the piss out of some poor bastard.
Damn.
Dude, just elbows splitting him open. I was like, okay, yeah, that doesn't happen in the WWE.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Yeah, I'm used to when WWE fighters get hurt, they're doing the Mortal Kombat wobble.
Yeah.
And so, dude, that does not actually happen. I learned that.
Yeah.
And dude, my life was altered that day.
That's crazy. How that was do you remember how old you were?
Dude, I was at least 6 or 7.
What?
Yeah, I was very young. My dad did not let me enjoy WWE for that long.
So he kind of planted those seeds in your mind.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Because he's not a big football guy either. And he was really into boxing, and then MMA kind of just, before UFC there was Pride.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of different organizations. But ever since I grew up as a kid, we always got the pay-per-views if it was a really big one.
Nice.
All the time.
That's cool, man. Wow. So basically, WWE is where it started.
Dude, where it started. Dude. Well, it was the video games, the PS2 games, dude. Cage matches, me and my cousins, dude, we'd be throwing each other off cages, and then we would test it on each other in the house, because me and my brother were a 12-year difference. He's older, 12 years older. My sister's 10 years older than me. And so summers I spend it with my cousins, and my cousin, he's 2 years older than me, and then his older brother's only 4 years older than me. So, dude, his older brother would just manhandle the both of us, dude.
Really?
Dude,
that's funny.
We would just try everything we saw on the TV, even though it said explicitly not to.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it was awesome.
It literally does tell you, do not do this at home.
You ever play with the Hulk hands?
Oh yeah,
dude,
yeah.
We would beat the mess out of each
no
other.
Way.
It was
I
great.
remember those.
No character.
That's so funny, bro. Cool, man. That's awesome, man. So it just, ever since you were a kid, you kind of had that mentality of you enjoyed the fighting, you enjoyed watching the fighting. So, and now you speak about the fighting. So let's talk a little bit about that, man. You are you the host, right? Or are you is there a joint host?
Yeah, it's me, my buddy Vincent, and Michael.
Okay.
I know Vincent was a very big jiu-jitsu guy. I mean, from what I know, he's competed and won quite a few tournaments. I think he also had to stop because of an injury, if I'm correct. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. And then I know that Michael, he recently just got on into it. And man, they're just very, very talented individuals that like I love having that dialogue with, because it's very, very, very hard to find people that are so tuned in with UFC. Because dude, I watch it from the beginning to the end. Like, dude, I'm there for the early prelims,
Nice.
my parlays.
Okay. Now I know where to go if I want to watch UFC.
Dude, yeah, I'm always into UFC, dude. That's like,
Yeah.
put it to you this way, UFC is like the few joys I get in life. Like on a weekly basis, this whole month and a half that UFC didn't exist because they were transitioning to Paramount, bro, I had to touch grass for the first time in like years.
I didn't even know they transitioned into Paramount.
Yeah, they did, and it was the closest thing we had to off season in forever. Month and a half, I think, is actually the longest the UFC's gone without having an event. And bro, I literally was outside
I
like,
didn't even know that.
like so this is what it's like. But yeah, no, dude, it was rough, dude. I was just sitting there like every Saturday, like, why am I alive, bro?
Yeah.
This is all I'm looking forward to. Now it's gone for.
So that's like you find purpose in UFC. You find purpose
dude,
in life.
it's like a understatement. Honestly, I mean, like, I love UFC, but I mean, honestly, I just love fighting in general.
Yeah.
I think it's great. I think it adds a lot of discipline. Like, dude, there's a lot of people that think they know how to fight, bro. I was one of them, bro. I was like, oh, I trained when I was like 10 and 12. I was like, I'm good. Dude, I'm telling you right now, it ain't like that. It ain't like that, dude.
Yeah, listen to him. Yeah.
When you get in there, dude, you are gonna get humbled so quick, and you are gonna learn so quick, bro, that you are not as tough as you thought you were.
Yeah, the people who know how to fight aren't the ones looking for fights, right?
No, yeah, straight up, like they're not. And I mean, I never looked for fights even before I knew how to fight, but like, dude, even more so now that I understand like the dangers of it. Yeah, no, it's bad, but like it's taught me so much like more discipline and humility, and just like I feel so much more confident walking around. Like, I don't have to worry as much and different things of that nature. I love the fact that I could tell if a dude knows how to fight just by how he gets in a stance. Like, I'm telling you right now, God forbid I ever have to defend myself outside of a gym. If I see a dude doing this number, I know, like, bro, it's a wrap. Yeah. It's a wrap, bro. Dude, like, or he's doing the lean back, bro. That it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So, but no, I'm extremely appreciative of what mixed martial arts has brought to my life. So, yeah. No, it's an understatement how much I love fighting.
I like that, man. Honestly, it's, you picked up some good habits, man, and they're taking you to good places, brother. I love it. And let's hear a little. Let's tell them a little bit more. Let's talk a little bit more about your podcast. What do you guys talk about there? What is your podcast all about?
Yeah, so it's the 10-8 podcast. If you don't know, there's scoring, in fighting. I'm pretty sure it's specific to Muay Thai, kickboxing, and MMA. But a 10-8 round is like complete domination. Like, that means, dude, that guy did not stand a chance. Like, it was a one-sided beating, like, through. So we decided to name it the 10-8 podcast. And dude, Vincent, man, we understand each other on such a molecular level when it comes to UFC, and we almost fundamentally always disagree on the pod as far as who's gonna win.
That's good, man.
Who's gonna lose? So
I like that.
Yeah, no, he's like the yin to my yang, bro, when it comes to that. And then Michael, he just he also just has really good knowledge when it comes to the fighting game. Now that he's getting into it and is really paying attention, he does a lot of videography for a lot of the fight gyms out here. So shout out to Michael and Vincent. Love you guys.
Hell yeah.
Literally wouldn't want to work. I don't know if I could work with anyone else because nobody is that big of a sweat when it comes to UFC. Like, I know me and them are.
Yeah. 10-8 podcast, guys. Check them out. Like, the name is I didn't know that was the name, but that's badass because I've heard about that. Like, 10-8, like, one of the fights, gets scored 10, the other one gets 8. And then I've heard, like, the 10-8 is probably the worst thing that can happen.
Straight up, yeah.
For the guy losing, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow, man, I didn't know that. That's a cool name to have for the podcast, man. Yeah, guys, check him out, 10-8 Podcast. They'll keep you guys updated on UFC fights. I'm gonna be watching them, so now that I'm gonna be out of state too, I'm gonna be watching that even more. And I'm trying to get back into watching those fights, man, because we get so busy in life, and sometimes we gotta make time for ourselves to enjoy something, right?
100%.
But man, just seeing other people do things like that, man, it gives me so much positive energy, bro. Like I really enjoy seeing others kind of use what their purpose is, kind of to share the value to others. Cause like honestly, man, there's not a lot of I haven't seen too many podcasts that are just dedicated specifically just for the UFC. So like, if you guys just keep going, bro, keep going, cause like people are gonna love it, man. But let's see, man. I wanted to ask you some more questions here, okay?
I'm ready.
So, let's see what we got here. Okay. So let's see if I can kind of start digging deeper in your brain here a little bit. Another question, man. This is, a lot of this here. I really like to discuss it, especially, sharing that martial arts will give you confidence. I truly, this is for you guys. This is for you guys. I really want people to have confidence and peace in life. So thanks to Jonathan today, we're sharing some value when it comes to martial arts and UFC. So, man, what is the hardest lesson martial arts taught you that school or life never could?
Um,
We're digging deep in the brain.
you ain't all that in a bag of chips, bro. Like you are not as tough as you think. You're not as strong as you think. Like, dude, you could think you're the baddest man on the planet for whatever stupid reason. Like, whatever as men, whatever pride makes us believe that, dude. Yeah, no, getting humbled is like absolutely like a must, like for all men, dude. Because it's a reality check that I think we need. I'll never forget my first day of Muay Thai sparring. I was sparring, dude. He was a teenager. He was a 17, 15, 16-year-old kid. And I just thought because he was younger, I could punk this kid around. Did not know that dude was like an actual competitor. And dude, once he caught a whiff that I was low-key kind of being disrespectful, bro, for the first time in my life, I ate a liver shot. Oh my God. When I tell you, so I've never been dropped in sparring. I've never gone down to a knee or anything like that. But dude, I'll tell you one thing, man. Anytime I get hit in the liver, bro, it's the closest I'll ever get. I just have a really good poker face and not showing the person that they've hurt me. But dude, inside I'm like, oh my God. I actually want to drop to the floor right now and cry. This is terrible. And dude, he hit me with that. It was the first time I ever felt it. Oh my God, dude. After that, it was smooth sailing.
Yeah. That taught you right there. You're like, yeah, this is different.
And I could tell he was really upset that it didn't drop me. But
he's like, what?
But dude, little did he know I wanted to. I really did, but I just I don't know, man. Anytime I feel I want to go down, I'm just you're not a punk. You're not a punk, dude. Just keep standing, dude.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. That's probably a big lesson that you would have never learned without the martial arts, right?
Oh.
Who else? Why would anybody else be hitting you in the liver like that? You know what I mean?
Nah, dude. Street fights, nobody ever goes for the body. Nobody. Everyone's headhunting.
If people are looking for a street fight, they might have never trained before.
No, straight up.
Yeah.
I don't know really any training martial artist that actively goes out and seeks fights. If you are a martial artist and you do seek out fights, you're a hoe. And yeah,
You're a hoe.
You're literally you eat hot dogs for the shape and not the flavor. I don't know how else to put it. That's just
I mean, that's kind of
little dick energy.
When you train martial arts and you trained and you're actually a competitor and all that, you're like a walking weapon, right? It's almost illegal for you to be trying to use that.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. And mind you, I would not consider myself a fighter. Like I was telling you earlier, people that wake up and are able to train and go every day and compete, those are what I would those are the people that I would actually consider fighters. When people ask me, well, how good are you? Could you compete? I'm like, well, I'm sure I could, but I mean, I've never tested it because that's not my calling. That's not what I'm meant to do. But I was like, but against the average Joe that don't train, yeah, dude, I'm gonna look like Muhammad Ali out there, because like the skill gap is completely different. Like, dude, I've given my friends gloves before. And dude, they're bodybuilders, dude, they're jacked, they're ripped, I could bench press 250. I tell people all the time, bro, I don't care how much you squat, how much you deadlift, this, that, and third. If little old me, John, can still beat the brakes off of you, it means nothing.
Yeah, that's true, man. That's the hard truth. That's the hard truth.
Like, bro, like, dude, all that weightlifting stuff, that's great. It looks great, you have a six-pack, you're ripped. That's dope. But, like, dude, if someone like me, who's not even like, I wouldn't even say like I'm that good, can still do that to you, yeah, it's a wrap. Like,
yeah, man, that's crazy because people don't realize how it is until they get in there and like really like get into the ring or train with somebody who's actually in there fighting and training every day. It really shows you something, huh?
Well, yeah, no, like I was saying, like my buddies, I've put gloves on them. I didn't mean to go off on like a sidetrack, but
Nah,
I put gloves on them before, and I'm just like, hey, like, let's spar. I was like, I'm not gonna actually like hurt you. I'm gonna let you know I could if I wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna touch you, but like, don't worry, I'm not actually gonna like try to knock your block off, dude. They got maybe 30 seconds in them of like swinging,
and they're like, I'm done.
After that, dude, as soon as I see someone going, I'm like, oh, dude.
Yeah.
It's dude, because fighting while tired.
Is that cardiovascular? You need to have good cardio, right?
Dude, fighting cardio is a completely different ball game.
Yeah.
And, bro, there's no amount of sprints, no amount of running the treadmill miles. You can do all of that extracurricular crap. If you're not sparring and putting in hours in, your cardio is going to be trash when you actually fight. It's a completely different ball game.
That's so true, bro. Because, I mean, honestly, I don't have a lot of experience in martial arts. I just did about a year or two with jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai, but just a little bit that I did. Jiu-jitsu especially, man, that thing it tire you quickly. And then, but once you start to actually, like Muay Thai, like those sparring rounds, man, dude, like you'll get tired so fast because it takes so much more physical energy than you just jogging or running. Like, you're right, man. Like, honestly, getting in there and sparring, it's crazy the energy it takes from you, bro. Like, you if you haven't done it, you won't last. You have
No, straight up.
Yeah. Man, so something else here. So, mixed martial arts, it's a huge sport, right? And a lot of talking, right? There's a lot of talking about it. So, what would you say is one of the biggest lies that people believe that MMA and fighters... So what's the biggest lie people believe about MMA and fighters that you want to debunk, that you would just say, like, you would want to put it out there like, yo, that's not true?
That all of them are like meatheads and are trying to prove that they're tough to the world and stuff. Has nothing to do with toughness, like, at all. Like, yeah, they're probably tougher than you, but no, like, a lot of them are, dude, they're average Joes, man. They have their own hobbies. They do nerd stuff. Like, even though I was training, dude, I'm a huge gamer, bro. Dude, I'm so locked in with the gaming. I've been since I was a kid. All the fighters I've met, dude, some of them are huge gamers. A lot of them are just regular people. They're not like,
they're not special.
Like bullies.
I mean, they're special, but they're not like, it's not like
they don't have like high egos.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, no, like a lot of them, man, like, I would go as far as to say like 99% of them do all really awesome people, really like just chill. You honestly, you wouldn't even know that they fight unless you saw the cauliflower on their ear. But yeah, no, that's a really big misconception, is that like, oh, it's the sport's brutal and they're just animals, and like, no, it's not like that at all. Yeah. All of them are very, very kind.
Yeah, I mean, would you say that, do you think that most experienced fighters are actually calmer than a regular person?
Yes. Unequivocally, yes. I've had more people threaten me that never trained a single day in their life than... Actually, okay, I take that back. Nobody has ever threatened me that is in an MMA gym. Like, no, that just doesn't happen.
Yeah, because
like,
they know what they can do.
Well, not only that, but like, we understand the consequences of like, dude, because all it takes is one clean hit, man. That's all it takes. And yeah, no, it's usually people that I've come in contact with that have a really big ego that, like I said, have never been humbled before, like at all, dude. Like, and it's usually people that have no business threatening. I'm like, bro, you're 6'1" and weigh $120, soaking wet. Like, what do you think is gonna happen? Like, not like, yeah, no, it makes no sense. Usually it's too good to be true. Like if somebody's threatening to put hands on you, that's just because they've lost literally all articulation, don't want to talk like a man, you know, like, dude, even though I know how to fight, dude, I've never threatened somebody.
Right, yeah.
Never have threatened somebody.
Like you said, you know the consequences.
There's literally like just no need to. I understand the consequences, and honestly, like I don't want to hurt someone. Like that's not why I learned to fight.
Right.
I learned to fight to like protect myself and people around me, and then for like the discipline and all these other different things. But I'm like, and then on top of that, like, what do I gain out of beating you? You don't train. Like I'm like, this isn't like a 1-0 on a roster or like a record like that. And like, dude, I'll tell you one thing, man. There was people that I sparred in sparring where I knew I was gonna like outpace them and outwork them. There's people that I questioned, like, oh, okay, they might get me today, I might get them. And then there was people I knew, like, bro, no matter where this goes, I'm cooked. Like, straight up.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, there's no better gratification than getting the better end of a fight on somebody you either lose to all the time, you're afraid of, or like I said, they usually get you that day, you know, back and forth. Those are some of the most gratifying moments I've had fighting, is when like I was like scared, like, oh dude, like this guy usually beats me pretty bad, like this isn't gonna be fun, and then coming out on top at the end of it, you're like, oh, like, okay, like I got him, you know, finally, about time.
Yeah.
But like the best. Okay, put it to you this way: you did jiu-jitsu, right?
Yeah.
Okay, have you ever been put in a guillotine?
Yes.
Like, dude, somebody leaning back.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yes,
right?
Like, you can't do shit.
But, dude, yeah, it sucks. But yeah. I'll tell you, like, one of the things that like unlocked for me was this day. I used to go to the 6 a.m. class, and dude, the only people that are willing to go to a jiu-jitsu class at 6 a.m. are just all these old heads, these just dads that have to do it before their kids wake up and different things like that. So I was the youngest one, and I was the smallest. I was very underweight, but at 6 foot, I was 155 pounds.
You're 6 foot?
Oh yeah.
Oh shit.
And dude, I would just get ragdolled in this class. Like, dude, not only were they bigger and heavier than me, they were purple belts, blue belts. I was a white belt at the time.
Yeah.
And so, there was this dude that I was going up against, and he was a Marine, and he was jacked, dude. He was shredded, and I was like, dude, crap, like this is probably not gonna go as well as I'm hoping.
Yeah.
And so I shoot for a double leg, and he gets me in a guillotine. He drops.
Oh, easy.
And I'm like, okay, like, dude, I was like, dang, like I messed up, but I was like, I know he could only squeeze for so long, so I was like, if I could just thug it out, dude, until I feel like his arms like kind of give. So, dude, I did it, and bro, I wanted to tap. Like, I really did, but I was just like, no, like, keep going.
Tuck your chin.
Keep going. You're still here. Like, dude, because when it comes to chokes, dude, I will go till I see the curtains, like, closing. Bro, I don't care. If it's like a joint, like, dude, if someone has me in an arm bar or an ankle lock, bro, I'm tapping. Like, I'm not going to get my arm broken, dude. That's stupid. If it's a choke, there's no long-term damage, all right? So he had me in it, and dude, I just remember like, don't tap. Like I want to, but I'm not gonna. Bro, I'm telling you, as soon as I felt that arm slip, because dude, squeezing, you can only do it for so long. And then dude, if you don't get the tap, now you're exhausted and you have me on top of you, because a guillotine for the most part, you're on the bottom.
Yeah.
So as soon as I felt his arms give up, dude, I got on top of him. I put him in a head and arm triangle, and dude, got the tap. Nice. I remember being like, Yes, like I didn't tap. I felt like
That's exciting.
Volkanovski when he had Ortega on top of him with the guillotine. I felt just like that. But yeah, no, dude.
Yeah, that's
It was a good time, but
that's sick, bro. So, man, um, since you are one of the hosts on the 10-8 podcast, 10-8, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. What's something that fans don't see behind the scenes of the fight world?
dude. So I'm the video in chief, the editor in chief for Apex Fight League. Sorry, I got like 2 hours of sleep last night, but and dude, a lot of people think it's just getting in the cage, man. And I mean, a lot of the people I trained with are amateur fighters going into pro now. But I've also interviewed so many fighters from different gyms. And one thing I can tell you is like what you don't see about a lot of these fighters is the struggles outside of the cage, like outside of training. Man, there's so much stuff that goes on behind it. Is like dude, for instance, dude, cutting weight, bro. Like, I remember I was cutting weight for a jiu-jitsu competition, and then I dropped a huge wooden ply board on my toe, and I literally like the nail came off, so I couldn't compete. I was like, I'm not about to risk getting staph infection. I know dudes that would not give a crap
They'll
if
still
that happened.
fight.
They will still do it. So not only do they have like that toughness, but dude, like the cutting weight part, man. Like, dude, I've sat in the saunas with my homies that are cutting weight for fights, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be here for like a half hour." I'm like, "Dude, cut that out." Like, there ain't no way.
They're just trying to get all the water weight out.
Dude, all the water weight off, and dude, that's not including like the personal things that they go through at home. I don't know, maybe they got a girl at home that giving them a hard time. Now they got to go to the gym, get the crap kicked out of them, in hopes that they win their fight. Like, dude, there's so much like just regular average Joe crap that you don't think of. They go through it too, man.
Yeah.
And then, like on top of that, like one thing I love about fighting that the knowledge I've gained is whenever I am in a crappy predicament, I always remember, you know what? At least I'm not getting the crap kicked out of me right now. That is like the easiest, like that's exactly where my mind goes. I'm like, you know what? At least I don't have a heavyweight beating the brakes off of me
Yeah.
right now. These guys, dude, like they look forward to that. Like,
They
dude,
look forward to
I
fight.
did
Yeah.
not look forward to it. I just did it anyway. Like, bro, like dude, I tell people all the time, like, as much as I love fighting, dude, like sparring itself, I love sparring. I hate getting hurt. I hate getting hurt. And they're like, why do you like fighting then? It's like, well, dude, I mean, you don't like working, do you?
Yeah,
You still
yeah.
have to do it.
Yup.
Like, I mean, and honestly, I find it makes my mental character or my mental toughness a little bit more because I like doing things that I'm not comfortable doing, and fighting has definitely taught me that, dude. Like, cause I don't know how it works. Like when you trained or like, cause at my gym, how sparring works is, bro, we don't have weight classes. It's whoever you make eye contact with.
Yeah.
So if you see the big old heavyweight, you're like,
Yeah.
dude, you're all rubbing your face.
Dude, I feel you, man. I Sentosa Martial Arts, that's where I was training at. Man, there's this dude, I forgot his name, but he would hardly even try, man. He would beat my ass because he's so big and strong, dude. Like there's levels out there.
Weight classes for a reason, dude. I have
Yeah.
my two front teeth are literally chipped from a jab that my homie threw, and he's like he was like 280 at the time. It was a jab, bro, and we had 16-ounce gloves on, and I had a mouth guard, and I have a permanent
mouth
reminder.
Hit you hard up.
Reminder on my teeth, bro, that there is a reason why weight classes exist.
Yeah, man. Thank God for that, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Like,
Yeah, man.
absolutely,
Cool, man.
100%.
I'm gonna throw another question at you, brother, okay? All right, so this one is good, man. I do feel like this is something that you probably have already talked about on your 10-8 podcast. So who is one of the most underrated fighters right now, and why is the world sleeping on them?
Well, here's the thing. I don't know if they're sleeping on him anymore. I was not sleeping on him because I knew a little bit about him before he made it to the Contender Series, but his name's Kevin Vallejos. I think that's how you say his name.
Kevin Vallejos. I think I've seen
Okay,
that. Yeah.
now people are getting to know him because dude, he's been putting in work.
Oh, really?
Dude, yeah.
Where's he from?
He just I believe he's from I think it's either Chile or Argentina. I know he's a Spanish speaker. I'm gonna have to like double triple check on that. I mean, I just know he's of Latin descent. But man, when I seen him fight on a Contender Series, he fought Gene Silva.
Oh,
Gene Silva
Argentina.
Argentina?
It looks like it. It says right? Argentina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. So I was like kind of close. But he fought Gene Silva, who just fought literally Saturday. And is a great fighter. I mean, dude is just knocking people out left and right. He fought him on the Contender Series and went to a decision with him. And I already knew Gene Silva was a bad dude, and everybody was like, "Oh, Kevin Vallejos is gonna get knocked out." And it was a pretty competitive fight between them, and I was like, "Nah, like for him to last that long."
So they went to decision.
It went to a decision, but and he lost. But like going to a decision with that guy is not a bad thing. Like he normally smokes fools, like bad. I think the only two decisions he has in the UFC. Including Contender Series, is Kevin Vallejos and then Arnold Allen that just fought this last Sunday.
So who was that opponent again?
Saturday.
That Kevin fought recently?
Giga Chikadze, which he...
the name already says it all, bro.
Yeah, he was a prospect at one point in time, and then I think he fought... I'm like totally spacing his name right now.
Oh, you're good, bro.
But it was the guy that Max Holloway beat like bad for 5 rounds. Dude, yeah, I'm drawing a blank, but
no, you good.
He beat the brakes off of Giga, and I don't think Giga has won a fight in like a while, but man, Kevin Vallejos, man, knocked him out cold with a spinning back fist.
Damn.
And then like followed it up, like
damn. We're gonna clip that on here, bro. We're gonna I'm gonna do a transition out of that.
Dude, yeah, like absolutely sent this guy to the shadow realm.
This is gonna be a different kind of podcast, bro. Cause I mean, I'll cut this out right now, but I like this, bro. Cause what I'll do is I'll get a video of those fights and I'll kind of like add it,
put it in
with the voiceover that we have.
So straight up, okay.
And,
have you seen Black Panther?
Yeah, I've seen it.
All right, you remember when T'Challa dies and he goes to like that realm
with
like his ancestors and stuff?
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
Well, that happens. That's where he sent Giga. Bro. Like straight up, dude.
Damn.
Like it was bad.
He put him to sleep bad? Is that what you're saying?
Bad, dude.
So Kevin did that?
Kevin Vallejos.
Oh, all right.
And he's like gunning for Gene Silva. He's like, I want Gene Silva. Like, I want to avenge that loss. Bro, I'd be terrified if I were Gene, bro. Because a lot of fighters tend to get better after their last loss, and especially if they lose to a high caliber fighter. There's there's usually like UFC curses, where like for example, everybody that what is it? It's mythical fighters. Like dude, Contender Adesanya. Anytime Adesanya's fighting for the belt, he's like astronomically better than when he is actually a champ. Well, Ilia Topuria, I'm sure you've heard of him.
Yeah, I heard that name.
So there's a curse for the people that fight his last opponent, because every opponent that Ilia manages to flatline, which nowadays seems to be everybody, whoever fights his last opponent gets smoked.
What?
So
because they come back from a loss and they come back with fire.
Vengeance, bro. Straight vengeance.
They're like, damn, this guy just fight Ilya. Now I have to fight him. Damn.
Yeah, dude. So
that's wild.
But yeah, no, Kevin Vallejos. I've had that man on my radar for a while.
Damn, man. All right, man. Here we go with something else. Another question for you, brother. It's kind of digging into this something similar, but do you think modern fighters are tougher or smarter than fighters than 10, 15 years ago, and why?
Dude, I don't know if smarter is the right word, but I think that they're harder competitors, because you got to understand, like, MMA is going to always be an ever-evolving sport, right? And there's going to be certain techniques that are learned throughout the years just from seeing everybody else do things. Like, dude, calf kicking was not a huge thing up until, like, I don't think it was...
What was it, John Jones or something?
No. I know that Jose Aldo was the guy that like popularized it. People were using it before that too, but like that wasn't a really big thing. Dude, I'm seeing submissions get pulled off that like I'd never even thought of, and certain escapes and different things that I never seen back when I was watching it as a kid. And it's weird, man. There's certain highs and lows as far as like because you have the grappling, you have the striking, right? And it fluctuates. Like it seems like they're beating each other out every year. You know, one year is like the year of the grapplers. Like a lot of the champions are grapplers, and then out of nowhere it's the strikers. The strikers adapted to the grapplers, and then the grapplers adapt to the strikers. So like dude, it constantly is evolving.
Mhm.
People are doing new stuff that, and then even commentary will be like, "Oh, I've never seen that before." Like that's insane.
Damn,
So
that's crazy.
I don't think that like if you were to take like okay, let's say, dude, let's talk about okay. I mean, if you were to take like dude, who's the Ilya Topuria, right? If you were to make him fight Conor McGregor, even back when Conor McGregor was in his prime, I think he would have smoked him.
You think so?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Because
Damn.
the well-rounded fighter, for the most part, there's outliers,
man.
will always win. Unless you're Poatan. Like, dude, unless you're literally Alex Pereira, who, like, apparently has a very underrated ground game, but his stand-up is so good that he doesn't have to go to the ground. He's just so physically built, like, bro,
Yeah, Alex Pereira's
massive, dude.
yeah.
I don't know how
what was that
made
fight
one of
that he
these.
had? Was it John Jones? Someone like a really big fight that he had not like probably a while ago.
It was so he's fought Adesanya.
Oh, it was Adesanya, and he knocked him out, right? The
Knocked him
fucking
out.
kick, right? No.
No, he
wait.
knocked out Yuri Prohaska with the kick.
Who knocked out Israel with the kick? Was
Um,
it-
I don't know anybody that's knocked out Adesanya other than
or
Poatan.
did Israel knock someone out with the kick?
I know he knocked out Poatan.
Are you sure, bro? Adesanya got knocked out. All right, bro. You know, you the man here, bro. I don't fucking know. You know, you know this. Man. All right, bro. So let's keep going with these questions, bro. I really love the answers you're giving, man. You got some good info there in your mind, and when it comes to martial arts, bro. So I really enjoy this right now. Okay, man. So there's a lot of people who may want to consider just trying out martial arts, right? And coming from somewhere where you experienced it, gotten through injuries, and are still in the game, you know, just talking about it, watching it. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start martial arts but feels intimidated? What feels intimidated walking into a gym?
Do it even if you're afraid, bro. That you can't have courage without fear. You can't have courage without fear, dude. Like, I mean, the honest truth of the matter is no one wants to get hurt. Like,
Right.
I don't know anybody that actively likes pain, bro. I don't. But it's challenging yourself and really just giving yourself a peace of mind and a rude awakening. You know, there's a lot of these, oh, I see red. When I get in a fight, I just black out and blah, blah, blah.
Or the blood.
Dude, yeah, bull crap.
Yeah.
And so to have the knowledge to be able to defend yourself against a meathead that wants to start problems for no reason, I think is a great thing.
Yeah.
And more importantly, like, dude, just like, okay, put it to you this way. I hate going to the gym, bro. I hate lifting weights. I still do it because like it's necessary. I hate it though. So I joined mixed martial arts as a way of getting an exercise in and learning something I can actually use, like for practical purposes if I ever have to, God forbid. But yeah, no, like do it even if you're afraid. I mean, you're afraid to do a lot of things in life, right? And you still do them, you know, even if they're like tiny, minute things. And then just you know, it also depends on the kind of gym you go into. Like where I work, you know, I have customers and they'd ask me, because dude, I mean, I would pull up to work with black eyes, busted lips, and I work with customers, like people. Like, it's a customer facing job, and so like they'd ask me like, oh, are like you okay at home? And I'm like, oh yeah, it's okay. I pay a fee.
My dad beat me up.
I pay a fee for this. Don't worry.
I pay. I pay to get beat up.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, like what gym do you go to? And I'm like, oh, CHO. Like I would love to visit it and stuff. I'm like, well, okay, well, here's the thing. This is not one of those fitness boxing classes. This isn't like one of those. It's not like that. I was like, you are going to get taught to compete even if you have zero intention of competing. Like,
Yeah.
that's just the way it is. And honestly, I think that's the right way to teach it because, I mean, like, dude, those fitness boxing classes where it's just like all about losing weight and like, bro, like that's not fighting.
Right.
Oh yeah, I do like these bullcrap like classes and I'm just like, dude, nothing's gonna prepare you for this overhand right, all right? If I were to throw this at you, okay, unless you have been training.
Yeah.
Like an actual fight. Like, dude, sparring is a very rude awakening, bro. Like, I've sparred with people who've sparred years, and I've sparred with people who've never fought a day in their life. And man, like, it gets to the point, man, where like you realize the skill gap in real time. You really do. Like for example, my one day I was at Siege and I was doing a boxing specific class and I did all the classes there. I did the Muay Thai, I did the boxing, the jiu-jitsu, all that stuff. And one day my coach comes up to me and he's like, "Hey," it was right before sparring. And he goes, "Hey, see that guy over there?" And I seen him. He was like a kid. He was like 17. He was like, when you spar, like go hard on him. And I was like, my coach has never asked me to do that before. And I'm all about like letting somebody know, hey, I could have hit you hard, but I didn't. Like I don't want to scare anybody. And most people that are cool aren't gonna try and start you. Like, you know, like that's not cool. Yeah. There's a time and place for it, but 9 times out of 10, that's not it. Especially if you're not looking to compete. And so I was like, okay, well, does he know that I'm gonna like go at him different? Because everybody knows I'm a very light sparrer. Right. I'm not trying to. Yeah. You can't win a sparring match. Right. And he was like, yeah, he knows. So just go for it, bro. I didn't sleep for 36 hours after what I did to this poor bastard. I felt terrible. Because, dude, I was doing stuff to him. I didn't get touched all 3 rounds, and it was like, I want to say 3 to 5 minute rounds, I want to say. Didn't get touched at all. I was doing stuff to him that I would never try, like against someone that I actually like feared. Yeah. I'm talking about like I would look away and throw a jab and like land it. Like I was just, I was toying with him. Damn. And, dude, I felt so bad, dude. I left him with a busted nose, lip, like, and I was hugging him and apologizing between rounds, bro. Like, I felt so bad.
Damn, why did they want you to go hard on him?
Apparently, from what I learned...
was he going hard on someone else?
I heard that, and I heard that he wanted to do a boxing competition, but was skipping practices. And,
so coach said, yeah, we're putting it on him today.
Yeah, pretty much. And after I got done, you know, sparring with him, I, like, sat with him, and I was like, hey, bro, like, here's the thing. If you want to do a boxing match, like, if I was able to do this to you as a non-dedicated boxer, like, because MMA people are notoriously, like, it's MMA, you have to train everything. But I was like, you should assume that the person you're going to box is only training boxing. MMA and boxing are 2 totally different things. That's why you always see MMA fighters go into boxing and not the other way around. The boxers know they'll get smoked, right? But I was like, dude, if I was able to do this to you as a non-dedicated boxer, bro, it's not a good look. Right. Like, not a good look, dude. I was like, you need to train more. Yeah. I was like, and like, that's it. But nonetheless, dude, the kid showed up, kept showing up. Nice. Didn't let that deter him. So, dude, you're no different than that kid. So I say go for it, man. Even if you're afraid.
Go for it. And then, do you feel like it builds confidence in you too?
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. I've sparred with heavyweights. Some I've won, some I've gotten the better of. Some I've definitely more often than not didn't get the better of. Yeah, no, it's a huge confidence boost because, dude, even now, like, I've had people threaten me and I'm just like, I'm like, all right. And, dude, honestly, like,
just goes over your head.
Like, anytime somebody has genuinely threatened me, which unfortunately has happened, I cut straight to the chase and I'm like, here's the thing, dude, I'm not street fighting you. If you're really about it, come sign the waiver at my gym.
There you go. Just straight up.
Oh, wait, you don't want to? Yeah. Okay. Then you're not really about it. Right. Because, like, you know, as soon as you sign that waiver, it's a wrap. Yeah. Like, it's a wrap, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, so I'm like, dude, I'm not going to risk getting sued in a street fight. I don't want people recording it and all that. And now you have, like, people laughing at you. Like, no, I don't think it's that deep.
Yeah.
But like, if you really do have a problem with me and you really want to settle it, sign the waiver, and that's it.
Grapple.
Yeah, that's how I met him.
Oh, it makes sense then. Cool, man. So, I mean, I don't know if we ran through all these already. Let's see what we got here. I like this one, brother. So, man, Jonathan, I know that, I mean, you've trained before, like I said, martial arts. You're constantly looking at the fights. You're constantly in that environment. So, one question here. So, if you had to train a complete beginner in 90 days, what would you prioritize first, skill, strength, or mindset?
Skill, 100%. I mean, I would say like skill, mindset, then strength. Because the skills will make you more confident and help your mindset. And strength is honestly, like, I think Conor McGregor said it, strength is an illusion. Like, dude, I tell people all the time, you can be as big and, like, you can hit hard in this, that, and third. If you can't land your shot, it's for nothing. It's literally for nothing. If the other person knows how to bob and weave and block properly, you're just going to get tired, like, throwing those windmill shots. But yeah, no, I would definitely start with skill, mindset, and then strength in the back pocket for sure.
That makes sense. Honestly, I like that because, I mean, skill is going to build the confidence for the mental strength. And then for the actual physical strength, it's going to come with your skill, right? Because you're constantly building that skill. So you're going to build that mental and that physical strength.
Well, and I think it's very important for any fighter to not rely strictly on their strength, because, I mean, dude, like I said, it's, if you can't hit the person, like I will personally always prioritize speed over strength. Well, precision, like it's all about hitting the person, right? You could be quick and not hit the person, right? You can be strong and not hit the person, but if you're precise and know where their head's going to be at that specific moment in time, dude, strength just, it comes, like, it's going to come. And if you know exactly where to hit them, they're going to go down.
Absolutely,
sure.
Man. No, I mean, damn, that's so true, dude. Because when I started jiu-jitsu in the beginning, I tried to use because I kind of always been kind of strong, and I thought I was gonna be okay in jiu-jitsu because of that. Man, let me tell you, dude, you try to use your strength, you're gonna get tired like in 60 seconds, bro.
Yo.
So yeah, man.
And I wasn't a strong dude, so when I got to jiu-jitsu, it was even harder because I had to rely on technique and skill to beat anybody because I'm not a strong person by any stretch of the mile. Like a good majority of my exercising came from mixed martial arts.
Nice, bro. That's cool, man. You guys heard it, man. If you're gonna start, training out there, don't rely on your strength. Build that skill, and then everything else will come. Everything else will come after that. So let's see here, man. All right. So, just to kind of end it here with something nice, man. We're gonna end it good here today. Man, things keep advancing. Things keep people keep leveling up. Martial arts keeps evolving, right? So I know that you're probably gonna stick around and continue to work in this environment. So, where do you see MMA and combat sports going in the next 5-10 years? More mainstream or more like niche?
Definitely more mainstream. I would say that as time goes on and on, I think MMA is just going to be like, it's going to keep getting bigger and bigger and badder. Like, dude, there's plenty of people that I know that have never watched UFC before, and I'm like, hey, like, come over, watch this card. Now they're fans. Because, dude, there's no, like, have you ever been watching a fight and someone gets knocked out? Everyone's, oh,
Yeah.
woo, like, losing it. Bro, football, someone gets a touchdown, you're like, yeah, woo. Dude, when someone gets laid out, bro, like, straight up, like, Andy's home. Do you know what happens when Andy comes home?
No.
You never watched Toy Story?
Oh, yeah.
What do the toys do?
They hide, right?
Bro.
Yeah.
Bro, when Andy comes home and you see somebody get laid out, dude, everybody roars, dude, just screams. It's insane. And there's no other sport that gets that. And I think as more people get into it,
I love that.
it's awesome, man. Because like, bro, you're gonna tell me like if you put football in one corner, a fight in one corner, soccer, and I don't know, ping pong, and the other, dude, you're telling me everybody's gonna like branch off and go to those ones? No, dude, they want to see.
They want to see the blood.
Because, dude, hey, you play those sports. You don't play mixed martial arts, bro. That's like, bro, your brain cells, your long-term health is being attacked actively. So,
Yeah.
like, I mean, you can make the argument like for football and stuff like that, but the objective isn't to strictly hurt the person.
Right.
It's to get the ball. Like, that's the objective. Fighting, your objective is to murder this dude, with the exception of this ref telling you, okay, stop. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Damn. Oh, that's so true, man. Honestly, I can't agree enough with that. One last thing, brother. Many people out there want to do things that you're doing. You know, they want to go out there. They want to focus on something that they enjoy doing. But a lot of people don't have the confidence or the will to do it. So what would you tell that person? Like, what kind of advice would you give to someone who's just on the fence of going out there and doing something and kind of following their dreams?
You don't fail, you don't fail if you learn. You know, anything that you do in life when you first start off, like, you're gonna take L's. You honestly just have to take it on the chin and get used to it. But like, if you really enjoy your craft and you really love doing what you do, you're gonna find ways to get better. That comes with anything. Like, dude, I was a film major, and I do directing and screenwriting even now. And I look at scripts that I wrote back when I was like an 18-year-old. I'm like, what the hell was this? And now that I'm older and I went through college, I've done horror short films and different things of that nature. The ability to take criticism is a huge thing. You can't be soft doing what you love. You have to be able to take criticism. Obviously, like, there's criticism that's meant to help you, and then there's criticism that's meant to like degrade you. Each one you can kind of take a piece of it from, but like I said earlier, like, do it even if you're afraid, because the truth of the matter is there's a lot of people not following their dreams right now, trying to do it or different things of that nature, and they're going to be stuck at their corporate job doing whatever the hell they want for the rest of their life under the rule of another man. Like, don't be a hoe. You can do it. All right, you can definitely do your own thing and make money doing what you love. If you do what you love, you never work a day in your life.
Yes, sir. We're going to leave it right there, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Gotcha.
Good conversation today, brother.
Good combo.
Hell yeah. That was good, man. All of it.